Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to derive the quadratic formula. To start off with, start with our standard form of a quadratic function. F of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So what we want to do with this is we want to find the zeros, or when f of x equals 0. So if we have 0 equals ax squared plus bx plus c, what we need to do is we need to solve for this. At first that might seem almost impossible, but actually it isn't. If we use some skillful thinking and we complete the square. So if we're completing the square, and if you're unclear on this, you can watch my video about going from standard form to vertex form. When we're completing the square, our first step is we want to factor out this a from the first two terms. So we'll have a times x squared plus b over a x plus c. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to cut this middle term in half. And we'll have a times x plus b over 2a on b squared, because b over 2a is b over a divided by 2. And then what we need to do is we need to square this b over 2a. So b over 2a quantity squared equals b squared over 4a squared. And then we need to multiply that by our a. So when we multiply that by a, it equals b squared over 4a. So what we need to do is we need to subtract this. So we'll have minus b squared over 4a plus c. And that still equals 0. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to want to do is we want to combine these two terms. So we have our, well, first of all, let's just factor out this negative and have minus b squared over 4a minus c. And then what we know is if we want to combine these terms, they have to have a common denominator. So if we want them to have a common denominator, what we need to do is multiply this negative c by 4a over 4a. And we can do that because 4a over 4a equals 1. So when we do that, we'll have b squared over 4a minus 4ac over 4a. And that, if we carry everything else down, we'll just have 0 equals a times x plus b over 2a upon b squared minus b squared minus 4ac over 4a. And now let's add this second part to the other side of the equation. So when we do that, we'll have b squared minus 4ac over 4a equals a times x plus b over 2a on b squared. Next, we need to divide by a. When we do that, let's bring it up to the top here, we'll have b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared equals x plus b over 2a on b squared. So the next thing that we want to do is take the square root of both sides. And when we do that, we need to remember a positive or negative. The reason for that is if we had an equation like x squared equals 9, and we just took the square root of both sides, we'd get that x equals 3, of course. And it is true that 3 squared equals 9, but also we know that negative 3 quantity squared equals 9, because a negative times a negative is a positive. So we need to remember a positive or negative sign for any even root, like a square root, a fourth root, or anything like that. And we also know when we take this square root, we have a 4a squared, and that's the same thing. 4a squared equals 2a quantity squared. So what we can do is we can replace this with 2a quantity squared, and we can take it outside of the radical. So let's see what that looks like. Well, positive or negative square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a equals x plus b over 2a. So our last step that we want to do is we want to subtract b over 2a. So we'll have negative b over 2a equal, plus or minus this square root, b squared minus 4ac over 2a equals x. And last of all, we can combine these because they're like terms, and we'll have that x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And that is the quadratic formula. If you would like more tutorials about different concepts or examples of the same concept, please leave comments below or email freemathtutor@outlook.com. Thank you very much.